Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VoTV Primetime Show. I'm your host, Nelson Mike Murioki. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, I'm going to give you some time to tune in. We're just getting started. Karibuni, 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 wherever you are. Also remember that today's Primetime Show, as usual, is broadcasting on other 6 platforms at the same time. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I've started this show today a little bit earlier, like 5 minutes earlier, but it's fine. Karibu, karibu, karibu. As we continue, tune in. Once you come in here, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from as we continue to grow. My phone keeps on beeping as usual. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we are going to look at a couple of different topics, different subjects on this beautiful Friday afternoon and also on this beautiful Friday evening, wherever you are. Dorcas Wayaki is here, tuned in. Dorcas Wayaki, karibu, karibu, watching all the way from Kenya. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I also have some special guests on today's broadcast, all the way from Albania, who will be joining us. So all I'm going to say is get a cup of coffee, get a cup of tea, tune in, and enjoy today's broadcast. Masia Muli, watching all the way from Saudi Arabia. Again, if you're tuning in as you're coming here, continue. Let us know where you're watching from. Linda, be ready. Stay ready, Linda. I'm going to punch you in the studio in a minute. Joyce Ketai saying hi. Karibuni, karibuni, karibuni. And what I'm going to do is today, we're going to start. We won't even waste any second. We're going to start by giving you the latest news about our sister Joy Achieng. Mmekuwa hapa jana, mmekuwa hapa juzi. I broke this story of our sister in Albania. I broke this story 2 days ago. Yesterday, the mother was here. Ruth alikuja hapa. And let me actually, before I even proceed, let me say, let me express my gratitude to the hundreds and tons of messages that have been flooding here at VoTV. I'm going to say Asante. Beth watching all the way from Lebanon. Watoivi is here, watching from Kenya. So we're going to start with this story yake, Joy. Because what we knew yesterday, today when I started my day, I had another update. And I'm going to invite my next guest, akuje hapa awaeleze what's going on with our sister Joy Achieng. Say Saudi Arabia, baby, there is here. Already saying hi to everyone. So karibu, karibu, karibu. Remember, as you get here, as you tune in, make sure you like, you share, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. So I'm gonna punch in our next guest, all the way from Albania, Linda Mudoni. And then it is Linda.
Yes,
Welcome,
hello.
welcome, welcome. How you doing?
Hello. Um, yeah, well, it's been a difficult day, so to speak.
Yes, yes. So what I'm gonna do is again, let me welcome our sister Linda Modoni, all the way from Albania. She has been a good Samaritan in dealing with uh, our sister Joy Achieng and helping Joy and helping the mom and supporting the family. So now here we are today.
Mm,
Today's story is different from yesterday's story. And I'm going to lean back, give you the platform, give you the stage, and tell the viewers what is going on. Karibu.
thank you. Today I went to visit Joy and her mama, mainly to take her mother a hot meal, which she will not get in the hospital. They don't give her food, but she gets food, but usually it comes in cold. So sometimes I just take her a hot meal. And actually, I was not going to stay long, but while I was there, the doctor came in, and Joy's mother told me, huyu daktari aniongeleshangi, hebu wewe ongea na yeye, pengine atakusikiliza. So I asked the doctor, could you update me on Joy? And his first question was, do you speak any other language other than English? And I said, I speak German. He said, that's good because I can't speak English. I understand that I have problems to talk in English, but I can explain to you in German.
Yeah,
Joy is not doing very well. She's comatose. We don't think we can get her out of that coma. Actually, we can't get her out of that coma. She needs a rehabilitation center that they don't have in Albania. So I told him, well, we've gathered some money and we are going to start physio today. Uh, oh Jesus! Bye and bye. I'm busy.
wait a minute. She's getting a phone call. Um, let's continue with this story. Give me a second. Uh, I will let as soon as Modoni is free. Uh, I'll bring her back, alafu akuja hapa atupatie updates vile kunaendelea. Now kuna kitu ambacho ningetaka kuonyesha. Wakati mamake Achieng alikuwa hapa jana, Ruth, she was telling us how close she was to Achieng. Yani ukisikia vile alikuwa anaongea, you could tell yeye na mtoto wake walikuwa hivi. And I made a special request, nikamwambia mama Achieng, fanya hivi, nitumie picha kadhaa za Achieng before the accident. Welcome back, Modoni. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to run this thing real fast. What I was explaining. So, because based on what when you hear how Achieng's mom was speaking yesterday, I could tell they are very, very close. So nilimwambia nitumie picha kadhaa za Achieng before the accident. What you're seeing on the screen, I'm going to show you some exclusive pictures right here on Roll TV Primetime Show. That is Achieng when she was at the airport leaving for Albania. Happy. There she is. That's the family taking her to the airport. Hapo ni wakiwa JKIA. More pictures. This is actually one of my favorite pictures. Right here. Look at them. I mean, this explains the bond between Achieng and her mom. These are one of my favorite pictures. Then she sent me this one here. Give me a second. Got some more. Yes, this one right here. This will remember when she was going to high school. There she is. There she is. Have you seen these pictures, Linda?
No, first time.
Okay. Okay. Welcome to Vote TV. And now this. This is her and her mom. There you go. Linda, you knowing you've seen her, you're at the hospital, you're going to the hospital. When you see these pictures, and we all know how she looks right now.
Well, like I say, I only knew Joy from the way she looks in the hospital until about 3 or 4 days later when somebody sent me what she looked like before the hospital, and I didn't believe it's the same person. Yeah. You can imagine that scar that you see on her right cheek in the hospital. There was a big plaster there. There was plasters and tubes and all kinds of things everywhere, literally. So it was
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got interrupted before your phone rings again. So you went to the hospital today.
So sorry. My husband is traveling from Austria and he's driving, and he just he just called, and I tried to tell him I'm online, and anyway, now he knows he's not going to call again. So yeah, where was I? Well, yes, the doctor. It seems that the reason he had been. Huh?
Yeah, he could speak some German, so that's why you left us.
The doctor can speak German, so he wasn't actually ignoring her. It's just that he didn't know how to communicate with her. So so he told me that the Joy situation is very grim. He doesn't see how she can come out of that coma. You have to understand that initially she did have a small brain trauma, but it was very small, and they induced her into a coma to give the chance the brain to heal. But when they stopped inducing her, Joy didn't come back to us. She's still comatose. So he told me this.
Mama Achieng Karibu, but Linda, you'll keep on speaking, but she's here. She's here. Continue.
Akasema hiyo comatose, he doesn't see her coming out of it, and she needs special rehabilitation, which is not available in the whole of Albania. So they can give her, he said they'll be giving her medicine next weekend of next week, but after that, basically, they can do no more for her. He also said that the trachea, this is a little hole in the neck that there is inserted a small tube, and she kind of breathes from there. And sometimes when she has a mucus or secretion, I think is the correct biological term, it comes out of that hole in the neck. So what he told me is that if that hole blocks, if it blocks from inside, they can do nothing. He said if that happens, Joy would lose her life. So basically, yes, that's the grim news he gave me today. I asked him, I asked him, na nikuchotea kitu kidogo, unaweza kumutibu? Akasema, no, I'm not going to take your money because this would not help you and it would not help her. This is not in my hands. We don't have the medical facilities to treat her anymore. So, basically he said, take her to Kenya or somewhere. I said, well, I don't know if they have these facilities in Kenya. I called a friend of mine and asked her what she knows, and she told me Kenya ni kubaya. She told me Kenya watamufanya operation, watasema wacha operate when there is actually nothing to operate on. They would have taken. Ameniambia kama ni Kenya ningesema nitoe kitu kidogo, wangechukua na wangemutibu matibabu ambaye hahitaji. So my friend suggested that we look for something in Europe. I can't say this is, I don't know the situation in Kenya. I can only speak about my bad experience in Aga Khan. So basically that was it. That's what he told me. That's what I told Joy's mother. And she was really broken. She was crying so much. And I had to leave her and go get my daughter, because my husband, he's traveling. I had to pick up my daughter and take her to physiotherapy. Also, she's getting physiotherapy 2 times a week because she has scoliosis. So I left her like that, and I didn't know what else to do. I felt very helpless, so to speak. So and okay, from me, from my calculation, the way I have calculated, the money that is already in GoFund and M-Pesa in Kenya, I had figured this will take us, like even a couple of months with doing physio every day. Therapy. But the situation has drastically changed, because if Joy moves from here, she has to go private. And for those of you in Europe, you know how much private hospitals cost for that kind of neurological rehabilitation. This is an astronomical amount. I wouldn't even go anywhere less than I would be very shocked if it was under 2 million, and I'm speaking euros. So, but I have not finished my research. Like I said, we got the news today. We have some information about a hospital in Ljubljana that is in Croatia. But to speak to the people involved, we have to call on a weekday. Also, the doctors said they're going to have a big meeting next week, and then they will report directly to Joy's mother. I asked them whether I need to be in this meeting. I can attend by video call, or they tell me when. They said no, that the other doctors who are also part of the medical team do actually speak English, just that her treating doctor doesn't. So I think we have to wait on that. But it just seems like the money, the money we thought we needed, we are going to need a hell of a lot more than that.
Oh my goodness. This is yes, this is again, this is breaking news on the story of our sister Joy Achieng. This is Linda, all the way from Albania. Mumena mamake pia ameingia. Tulikuwa tumeagree because the mom is weak. We agreed that we will just let you give us the update.
Yeah.
Because now this whole story has taken a different turn. See where I'm coming from?
Yes. Well,
there were certain things that you were mentioning yesterday. I was paying attention specifically to what the doctor was saying, actually from previous statements, and I think I was pretty. So when I got your message today, I was, it wasn't a shock to me. But at the end of the day, the good thing about this platform, this is a platform of believers.
Yeah.
And one thing we've learned is that there's nothing impossible with God. So, but I also understand, how tough this is. It's a tough thing. Which brings me to the next question. Even I was talking to Mama Cheng. Let me actually see. Maybe I think she's the one who's still. Mama Cheng, just feel free. You can text me. You can text me here. You can either text me or send me audio messages, just in case. But where do we move? Where do we go from here? What's the next step? What could be the next possible step?
Tell
Stuff,
the
man.
truth, I'm not so sure because for me, just having to deliver that message, obviously, to Joy's mother was like really difficult, really
Good
difficult.
stuff.
And she just said, just tell it to me exactly like how the doctor told you, because it's important that I have the correct information. I need to know everything. So I just basically relayed it to her the way the doctor uh, said it. And for me, I think the difficulty begins now, more or less. When I first started going to the hospital, it wasn't a problem. Joyce had some needs. I could provide those needs. I didn't need help from anybody to provide those needs. And when Joy's mama came, I could also help out Joy's mama. I didn't need nobody to do that. When it came to the physio, when we discovered exactly how much physio she's gonna need, that's when I reached out for help, because then that was also beyond my capabilities, considering my kid is also getting physio uh, twice a week.
Yeah.
But now we are in a position where I feel that I'm not able to do anything. If you get my drift, I feel stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, we will. Mama Cheng is here, and she's here, and we can let's all come together. Najua ni jambo si jambo rahisi ile ambayo anapitia sahi, na especially after yale ambayo ameambiwa asubuhi ya leo. Mam, kama tulivyosema, ukitaka kusema kitu unaweza ukasema, otherwise unaweza kaa tu hapo. Linda Mudhoni ako hapa, ataongea. Kwa hivyo again, naelewa how tough it is. Now, let me actually, as we proceed with this segment, let me give a shout out to a lady by the name Judy. Judy reached out. Niliona comment yake YouTube on yesterday's broadcast.
Yeah.
Judy ako Stuttgart, or what we
Yes.
call Benstown. Na
Yeah.
amesema ile dawa ambayo Mama Achieng alikuwa na tushow jana, ile ya kureduce the contractions.
Yeah.
She's in Germany, and she said that she can actually support with that, and she reached out to ask for the name of that medication. So I've texted her. Nikisikia anything from her, I will let her know. Few other folks have been writing. I mean, I'm trying to keep up with all the the tons of comments and messages that are coming through, and I'm just trying to pick up anything that we can use that can be helpful. But I understand, Mama Achieng, hata kama ni kusalimia watu, unaweza ukasalimia hata kama ni dakika moja, lakini ukae tu hapo. We'll be here to give you the strength. It's tough.
Yes, it's very tough. It's really difficult to it's difficult to process, because when the doctor tells you something like that, for me it was very clear. Joy is very, very sick, but she will get better. She will walk. When they said about the physio, will get money for the physio. She will walk out of Albania. She will walk to the airport, get on a flight, and go home. So when they drop such kind of a bombshell, it's you're speechless, so to speak, and then to have to deliver that bombshell, obviously, to Joy's mom, and later to her sister, because Joy's mama was not able to tell her other daughter this kind of news.
Oh my goodness, that's right. I understand. It's tough.
On me, and I don't know.
Let me actually, to all the viewers, let me, like I say, I had to nilimuuliza mamake Achieng anitumie some pictures of her and Achieng from before, And to all the viewers, let me actually just show you right there on the screen some of the pictures ambazo niliweza kupokea. Hiyo picha ambayo iko hapo ni Achieng leaving the country, akiwa Jomo Kenyatta airport, wakiwa hapo happy, optimistic. Next picture, Mama Joy nitakwambia, this is my favorite. This one right here is my favorite picture, and it tells a lot. The bond between you and your daughter is very strong, and that's my favorite picture right there. Apple. We remember some of our high school pictures, our classics. There she is. It's high school time. It's high school time. And this is one of our latest pictures. I mean, you can see the bond between the mom and mtoto wake. It's always been there. And what has happened here, wacha niseme ya kwamba ni kitu ambacho it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing. Na mama ukae tu hapo. I know it's going to be, after even just looking at the images, I know it's going to be tough. But that's the reality of where we are right now. Let me just check on some comments. Joyce Valeria saying, yes, Nelson, impossibilities is God's possibilities. We keep Achieng on God's righteous hand. He's mighty, man of war, powers and authorities, all his alone. We declare and decree that healing is our portion. Moses Kokach saying, Achieng is so pretty, like us Luos should be. Beatrice Minor saying, hi guys, mambo ni magumu, lakini hakuna limshindalo Mwenyezi Mungu. So sad, but we pray all shall be well. Guys, those who are watching, I want everyone who's here, type a message of empowerment, a prayer, a scripture. Mama Achieng ako hapa, and she will just sit there. I understand what's going on. Caroline Buya, you've come in late, but Linda has told us the breaking news. The bomb, this bombshell that we received today that no one expected. Mudhoni, you'll have to repeat this for us in a minute.
No problem.
And Moses Kokach, that's the friend, that's Linda Mudhoni. So Linda Mudhoni in Albania, and Mama Achieng at the hospital. Palia Mekete, she's right there next to her daughter's bed. The news that we are receiving today are kind of, not the best thing to hear on a Friday morning or Friday afternoon or Friday evening. James Kiguru saying there is a God who moves mountains, he'll make a way. Achieng is healed in Jesus' mighty name. Mamka tu hapo, all these messages will tasomea. As he's saying, God does wonders, joy will get up in Jesus' name. Fatma, akiwa Saudi Arabia, akisema akini uchungu sana, I feel your pain. Mama, kusema ukweli. Grace Wamboi, prayer warriors, let's continue to intercede for her. She shall be healed by his stripes. Shiko, there are asses all the way from Germany saying there is power in the blood of Jesus Christ, which speaks better things and healing. Linda, how was Achieng doing today?
Well,
when you went to the hospital?
yes, Joy was more or less the same. And to tell you the truth, I can't really say. She was like I always find her, just lying there. I didn't get to spend too much uh, time there because, like I said, I was going to be there briefly. I had another something else to do later, so I was just dropping the food and Joy. I'm used to seeing Joy lying there, but when you have a clear picture that she's going to get up, she's going to walk, then so doesn't face me. You know, I was there when she looked worse than she looks now. So for me, this doesn't face me. I go there, I say hi, Joy, how are you? You should start practicing to say hi to me, that kind of thing. And then of course the doctor showed up and Ruth said the doctor has been ignoring her, so I should speak to the doctor. So
Yeah.
yeah, and
Remember, there's something I said yesterday when I was giving my personal story of how everything that some of the most major cases I've dealt with are things that I stumble upon, and it's not something which I planned. So you went to the hospital, you're just going to take the food, right?
yeah, right.
And then Mama Joy say, hey, by the way, the doctor never talks to me. Remember, there's also the issue of the language barrier. And now look at this. It ends up the doctor can speak German and you can speak German. See,
Yes.
are you looking at, these are small signals that all we have to pay attention to them. Don't ignore those kind of signals because that's how God works. Even if Mungu anafanya kazi,
Yeah.
you know, and then luckily he took his time and was able to tell you, okay, this is what's going on. You know, um, it's tough. It's tough,
Actually,
and we,
it was quite
yeah,
weird because when I went in and I told her about it and we spoke for quite some minutes, and she started to ask me some questions. Is Joy has on the right side of the brain? And kamwambia bibi, to tell you the truth, I didn't ask. Nikasema wacha niangalie daktari, nikaenda nikauliza nurses wakaniambia daktari yako, how can I help you? Nikaambia daktari alisema hiyo trachea ikiblock Joy will die. So what does that mean exactly? Wakaniambia nurses wakasema haita block sababu tuko hapa tunaweza kuiunblock iki block, haita block. And I went back and told Joy's mom. Joy said Ruth said let's find the doctor. I said, the doctor has left. She said, let's go. And to tell you the truth, I just went with her because I thought, okay, she's a mother. She needs something to do. But the doctor has left. I have no hope of finding him. So she says, let's go. We hurried downstairs. She told me, ask this guy where that doctor is. I asked the guy. He said, doesn't know. Where do the doctors park, here or there? We were told they park there. She said, go. We went and found another security guard near the parking. He said, ask this doctor, where is Dr. Chris? That guy told me he doesn't know Dr. Chris. So I told her, Ruth, the doctor is gone. Let's walk back. Let's walk back. We go and discuss. And as we are walking back, she told me, ndio huyu Dr. Chris. So now
wow,
we
that's how
stopped.
God works.
And
Yes.
and then I said, okay. I asked him, do you have a minute? He said, yes, I have time. So the questions that Ruth wanted to ask, she could ask him because he understands English. He just can't speak it. And then he would give me the answer in German and I would translate for her.
That
And one of the things she wanted to know is that the brain injury he speaks about, is it on the left side? Is it on the front, back, whatever? And he said it's the whole brain because Joy went without oxygen for a substantial number of minutes or whatever. Like we have said before, we don't know what happened to her. We can speculate, but we don't know what happened to her. However, the doctors are sure that she did go without oxygen for quite a while. And that is where the problem is coming in now, where she's kind of, she's comatose, right? So,
oh gosh,
um,
tough.
yes. So
And now,
Okay.
this actually throws off everything. We can't even start now even looking at the investigative perspective of this case. What are the police saying? What are in the news about? Like, even that one is right now is on the sideline, because now we have an emergency to deal with here. Oh, I can say, and this is why I always keep on saying this is Vote TV. Whatever happened today was not a coincidence. Ya kwamba sasa tunajua mengi kuhusu afya ya Joy. I'm the kind of person, I pick on small details, and allow me to say this: it's not a coincidence that the doctor could speak German and you speak German. That's not a coincidence. It's not. That's how God works. When God, listen, and I want to tell you, Linda,
Albanians, it's not that they know German, they know Italian. A lot of them know Italian, and I don't know Italian.
Yeah. Actually, remember, I lived in Germany for 15 years. So, and we have a lot of people we have a lot of Albanians in Germany. And when they come to Germany, they have to learn the language. Not more, I know the Albanians very well. We have a lot of Albanians in Germany. So that was not a coincidence, but that's how God works. And again, you stumbled upon this. You are going there to take food.
Yeah.
You are going there to take food. And mom, because Mama Achieng kwa sababu uko hapo, I always keep on talking about, listen, what you're doing right now, Linda, I want you to, even after this, you have to start looking at it from a spiritual perspective. Ujue huu ni mzigo ambao Mungu amekuwekelea. God has put this task on you for a reason, and you've done a phenomenal job. You've done an amazing job. And God will keep on opening doors and showing you more of what to do. He will guide you. Prayer warriors wako hapa. Now I want you to open your spiritual eyes now. I'm telling you this, and you'll see what God will do and what He'll keep on doing. And actually, when you told me about uliponiambia, I had gone to take food. I had gone to take warm food for mom. Let me remind you one thing, and even for the viewers who are here. When David went to see his brothers, he had gone to take them some food because they were at war. David never left his home thinking he's going to go and fight Goliath. Who am I talking to right now? Mom, tuko pamoja? You can shake your head. Who am I talking to right now? He didn't leave the house. David never left the house with the mission to go and kill Goliath. Hapana. Yeye alikuwa ameenda kupelekea brothers wake chakula. And the same thing, and that's how God has a mysterious way of working. So, Mom, was that a hard pill for you to swallow? Yes, it is. But we will stand with one thing and one thing only. Because kuna Mungu mbinguni, we're not facing this with our own physical strength, or with our own physical capabilities, or with our finances, or with whatever we can do here. No. Sisi ambao tuko hapa, sisi wote. Thank you, Seli-san. Tunaamka na tuna declare na tunaambia. Sasa hapa ndipo tunaambianga Mungu shuka, kuja sahi, because you know what, huyo Mungu ambao tunamlilia, Mom, na huyo Mungu ambaye tunamuita saa hii na tumekuwa tukimlilia tangu hii kesi kuja hapa, huyo Mungu atamuinua mtoto wako na atamtoa pahali alipo na atamtibu na mtoto wako atapatiana, ataongea na mdomo wake, sio sisi kusema. Joy Achieng will tell her own story. This one I believe, I decree. Joy will tell her own story. Not you, mom, not you, Linda, not me, not the viewers. Aki Joy atasimama hivi aseme kila kitu. And by the way, let me thank my brother all the way from Oregon. Thank you for your donation here. Thank you. This is Africa. That's my brother right there. Thank you very much for supporting Bo TV Network. Thank you as we proceed. Caroline Mbuya, Mungu wa mbinguni, tenda jambo kwa ajili ya Joy. You know what, mom? Unaona hii picha ambayo naipenda hapa, hizi picha ambazo tumeonyesha hapa. I love these pictures here. I took my time to look at these pictures. And I said, you know what? This Joy, this one, just look how happy she was leaving the airport. Let me actually make this bigger. Ndio yo, leaving the country. And by the way, let me actually digress real fast. This is Africa. I want us to do an American segment tonight, if you have time. I'll call you after this broadcast. I have an idea, but let's come back to this case. There she is. Mom, nilikuwa naangalia picha. Is that you? Give me a second. Let me bring mom. Is that you hapa nyuma? Ilikuwa ni familia yote, si ndio?
Ruth, are you still there?
Ruth ako hapa. Leo nimemwambia leo. Hata kama ni kutingiza kichwa natingiza kichwa, but she's here. She'll stay here. Let me tell you something. I've had people come here with way worse situations. Wanakaa hapo, wanalia kama naambia, hata usiongee, utakaa hapo, ulie machozi umalize, but you'll stay there. Because even just the presence of knowing that Mama Joy, hauko peke yako. Can we agree on that, Linda?
True.
Tangu hii story, since I broke this story 3 days ago, I'm telling you, it's been thousands of messages flooding in. It's a story that has touched tens of thousands of people across the board. America, Europe, Middle East, and back home in Kenya, back in Africa. What I'm going to do is, kumbukeni, bado, our support inaendelea. Look on the screen. To support the family of Mama Joy, pakona M-Pesa till number, it's there. It's on the screen. The GoFundMe link is on the screen. There you go. 592-6407. It's right there.
Ndio.
Na hiyo namba ukiangalia kama vile mama alituambia, hiyo namba inaleta Tevin Oduor, who is the son. Let me ask you, ma'am, Is Tevin in this picture?
Yes.
Who is Tevin? The one in the middle?
Unanisikia?
Niwo yuko twakusikia vizuri sana. Niwo yuko hapo kwa katikati. Tunakusikia ma'am. Oh, okay. She got kicked out, but it's fine. I think that's Tevin right here. The one
Yes,
in the middle.
well, I have never met Tevin. In the meanwhile, I have spoken to him on the phone
Okay.
a while back because I wanted the family to send me video voicemail messages so that I can play for Joyce messages of voices that she's familiar with. Because you must understand, all the time I was there speaking to Joy or singing to her or playing music to her. She never knew me. She never knew me before she got sick. So it's just a stranger hanging around her. So I thought that perhaps voices that she knows will help her. So that's what I used to do before Joy's mama came. They would send me messages and I would go there and play the messages to Joy. And at some stage in life, I got the hospital to convince me to do a video call, which they had initially said no for privacy reasons. And they allowed me to do a video call so that Joy's mother can see her live. But of course, I waited until Joyce looked better to convince the doctors to, because I think that it would have been really so much more difficult for her mother to have a video call and see her daughter as she was in the beginning. So when she improved a bit, na wakatoa plaster kidogo, sasa ndio nikafanya hii video call. Yeah.
Ma'am, nilikuwa nakuuliza, mama ulikuwa umesema Tevin, your son is in that picture. Is it the one in the ambaye yuko hapo katikati?
Hapana. Huyo ako katikati ni sister. Tevin hayuko hapo. Tevin ndiye alikuwa anapiga picha. Tevin hayuko kwa hii picha. Hayuko kwa hii picha.
Okay. Naelewa. It's fine.
But Tevin is my son.
Okay, but anyway, let's walk through this memory lane. I like this. Hapa mlikuwa ni pale Mombasa, pale what was this place called? Where the Portuguese used to think to about nikumbusha ma'am. Let's walk through the memory lane.
Yangu haifanyi kazi.
Tunakusikia?
Uko tu hapo hiyo.
Okay. Hapa ilikuwa ni first day akiwa high school.
Nikimpeleka hiyo Moi Girls Isinya, alafu juu ya shida ya school fees akawachana naye, akakataa, akasema wacha tu aende day school. Akawacha hiyo shule.
Yeah. Na hii ilikuwa ni when?
Hii alikuwa ametoka kazi Comoros.
Comoros, yeah, after Comoros, yeah. Comoros Island. Wow. Okay. You know what, ma'am? Bado tuko hapa. I know it's tough. You know what, ma'am? You want vile Joy yuko, utapindua kamera tuone Joy tena. Let's see how she is doing today. We will confront this with our own eyes and with our tuonyeshe Joy tena so we can see.
Sijui kaona. Mnaweza ona. Mnamwona?
Yeah.
Okay, hold your simu steady.
Sasa unaona vile anainua.
Yeah.
Ni Joy anainua shiko hivyo. Na hizo contractions zilianza. So ikiwa hivyo lazima umpime temperature kwa sababu ujui kama ni baridi anasikia. Ndio unaona nimemuongezea hii duvet hapa juu. Alikuwa tu kwa hii bed.
Oh my God, okay. So akipata hizo contractions wanainua hivyo kwa sababu ujui kama nasikia baridi ama That's how she's basically communicating.
Sasa hivyo hiyo contraction ikimwanza inamwanzanga tu hivyo polepole, ikiongeza tu speed anakausha hiyo mwili
Okay, now by
yote.
the
Sasa sahii mkono mahali ilikuwa si hapo, endelea ikipanda juu.
Okay, got it. Again, guys, if you haven't seen, just in case you haven't seen this story, follow. We have a couple of broadcasts about the story of Joy Achieng. Mama Achieng ako Albania. Sister Linda Modoni is in Albania. Actually, today I decided we are going to do a 60-minute segment specifically to address this case. I will not talk about anything else today. We're going to fully dedicate this segment to Joy. Ma'am, kuna kitu ungetaka kuongezea tukiendelea?
Sina jambo la kuongezea kwa sababu sielewi, bado ina sink kama hii ndio condition yenye atabaki, kama tutaweza kuafford hiyo hospitali yenye iko na rehabilitation ya brain tumor, na tutaipata wapi, na since haiko hapa Albania. A lot of things, questions najijibu, nashindwa kujibu, ziko kwa akili yangu. So nasema tu asanteni kwa kuwa na mimi, kutembea na mimi kwa hii safari, na tuendelee tu kutembea. Kama kuna umesema kama kuna
I was saying kama kuna, if there's someone out there who's an expert and who could be having a solution to offer.
And
doesn't
just,
matter where it is.
Correct that Ruth sometimes kama leo amechanganyikiwa sana because it's a very thing. Joy doesn't have a brain tumor. She does not have a brain tumor. She has a brain trauma, which are totally different things. Trauma caused by the lack of oxygen, of which we don't know how that happened. All we are sure of is that it did happen, because medical tests have proved that. So because I think that we saw somebody who had mentioned that Joy has cancer. Joy does not have cancer. Joy was injured, and we don't know how. What we can be sure of is where she was found, how she was found, that she ended up in hospital, and purely by accident, I found her.
Yeah, I mean, we've covered this story in a very, very transparent, detailed way here at VoTV, and let me actually talk about that again. And let me send this message to people on these so-called YouTube channels who call themselves content creators or whatever you call yourself. Look, when it comes to dealing with humanity, you need a different spirit and you need a different approach. I wasn't agitated. I'm used to seeing all kind of nonsense. But there are some of these platforms. They're just there for the clickbait. That's what they rush. They rush for. And someone trying to say, "Oh, ni cancer," and I'm like, "Have you spoken to the mom? Have you even addressed the family? You're just picking up something and putting that title on your YouTube platform or whatever you're posting out there." my friends, learn how to do your due diligence and learn how to do this thing right. Humanity, when you're dealing with humanity and people who have been here, and that's what makes this platform a very unique and powerful platform. I handle cases in a very, very different way. Hii kitu si kitu ya mtu anaamka tu asubuhi hivi anachukua backpack anasema sasa nimeenda kufanya kazi ya Mungu. It doesn't work like this. Kwa hivyo then there's something, Linda, actually I was thinking about it when you I had to keep on playing the scene in my mind. Kumbukeni, we don't know how many hours Joy spent on the ground after she was thrown out of the window. Number two, it was raining on that night. There are all these details that are connected to her accident. And when we see the way she is right now, for me personally, it makes sense completely. So, the brain trauma. But one thing I've learned from Joy's story, she's a fighter. Huyo mwanamke, huyo msichana, she's a fighter. She's a fighter, Mom. That is one thing I want to say here. That's a lesson for me personally. She's a fighter. Linda, you went to her apartment, right?
No, I didn't. A pastor friend of mine actually did go, and I think Mama Joy Amanda, she's gone. No, a pastor friend of mine did go because at the time he helped as well, and he's the one who told me about Joy. Only he thought she was from Ghana. He did go, and what I mean. The point is, you get information from different sources, and sometimes that information is conflicting. Some people say she was seen from the top window by somebody, and the police had to break a gate to enter that side of the fence. What we do know for sure is that shortly before all this happened, she was actually on the phone with her mother, and she also spoke to her best friend in America, the girl who is who did the GoFund. Yeah, Albania is doesn't have a good reputation financially, so GoFund doesn't accept Albania. So we asked Joy's friend to do it from America.
Yeah,
from America. So that was up. So there's a lot that we don't know, but to tell you the truth, I never went to the police station up until Joy's mother was here. My concentration was on Joy to see how I can help her to get well, or just keep her morale up, tell her there's a lot of people praying for you, we're standing with you, we are waiting for you, whenever you're ready, come back, that kind of thing. That was where my energy was focused. And of course updating the family. Yes.
Let me say to all the viewers worldwide, again, thank you for tuning in. That was I decided, actually, I said I'm going to keep this segment 60 minutes. And it's going to be exactly 60 minutes of segment dedicated to the story of Joy Achieng. To conclude, let me read this comment from Miriam, who says, God have mercy upon our sister. I declare healing in her body, soul, and spirit. Mom, don't worry. God is in control. The battle we are fighting is not of flesh and blood, but spiritual. Tuombe zaidi. My sister, Linda Modoni, thank you for what you've done. And I think it's going to be, again, let's conclude. I'll bring Mom back for 2 more minutes.
And
think
of course,
there's a problem.
Joy's mom, I know she's very quiet at the moment, but if you get that kind of a shock that you're not expecting, I mean, there was the shock of the accident, the shock of seeing her daughter alive, and then being told, you know, that it doesn't look so bad, and then suddenly you are told it looks really bad. So she's not really saying much, but I would like, on behalf of the family, to thank everybody who has helped in prayer and in finance. I must say, somebody asked for her M-Pesa, her account number yesterday, her telephone number, and actually sent her some money on her M-Pesa, which she can't withdraw from here, but it will be withdrawn in Kenya. She'll send it to her son. But anyway, just to say thank you so much for standing with Joy, for standing with Joy's mama. She has a sister called Tracy. She has a brother called Tevin, and we are so grateful. Keep the prayers coming, keep the money coming, just keep having strength for her, because it's very difficult. For Ruth also. Ruth is in a foreign country, and no matter how much I try to help her, she is kind of alone, so to speak. You know, when you're in a foreign, everything is new, and your daughter is in that situation, so you can just imagine what she's going through.
That's right. But you know, the one thing I'm thanking God for is the fact that she's there with her daughter.
Yes,
you know, that Siati, you know, like, look, I'm here dealing with Saudi cases every day. Yeah. And it's a different situation. The parents are in Kenya, and their daughters are in Saudi Arabia, and they are going through hell, and what they're suffering, they're going through. But in this particular case,
Ruth is here.
Ruth is here with her daughter, and that's something that we also have to give God all the praise and glory. Again, thank you very much for tuning in. I said today, anything that I had decided or I wanted to address today, I will not talk about it. We are going to keep it specifically. I'm going to focus on this case of Joy. Mom, Mungu akupe nguvu. I'm here. We'll continue communicating. Kama kutakuwa na any updates, any breaking news, VOTV is here. Let me know. Linda Modoni, the same applies to you. You have my contacts. If there are any breaking news, like me, you know, like, again, because of the time difference, I woke up today in the morning and I checked my phone, got thousands of messages, but the first message I played was your message, because this is this case has a priority on this platform. So, can you answer that question on the screen from Moses Kokach?
Yes, she is. She's comatose. Her eyes are open, but she's non-responsive.
Yeah. Yes. So, ma'am, unataka utufungie session ya leo? Oh, hakuna, hatukusikii ma'am.
It's a problem. Hebu angalia simu yako hapo uone kama pengine umefunga mic ama nini.
Umefunga, umemute.
Sababu hatukusikii. Hapo chini, nafikiri ni hapo chini, kama inakaa kama yangu, inaweza kuwa iko kabato na hapo kameandikwa mic.
Najua leo ni siku ngumu. Okay.
Unaona Ruth?
Okay, we can hear her. But anyway, it's fine, ma'am. Tufanya hivi. Again, like I always keep on saying, it doesn't matter. You know, they always say the story with the apple and the doctor, like an apple a day keeps the doctor away or something.
Yes.
I also believe in the power of laughing and the power of laughter. Na kucheka. So, you guys mnajua kwamba hapa tukuangi na how I finish my show, right? We never finish the show tukilia machozi. I always make sure that we finish the show na kicheko, ama with a laughter or with a smile. Mom, hata kama ni ngumu aje. And today I'm going to just highlight on a story of a couple, a man, a husband and a wife, both 100 years. In an interview, they were both asked, mzee akaulizwa, can you please tell us the secret of you being so healthy with 100 years old? He replied, me and my wife, we agreed that anytime we have an argument, I'll have to walk away and hike for 5 kilometers. Remember, they had been married for 75 years. Well, the person who was asking the question, akauliza, but your wife also looks very healthy and very fit. What does she do to stay that healthy? And the husband replied, my wife follows me and to make sure I complete my 5 kilometer walk. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Mom, that's the secret of staying healthy and fit. Linda, that's the secret of staying healthy and fit. And may we all live to see 100 years and beyond, healthy and fit. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.
Kwaheri.